UK News, 24th of January 2023, Taiwan informs Pope Francis that a war with China is not the best course of action. In a letter to Pope Francis, Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen stated that a war between Taiwan and China is not preferable and that building cross-strait cooperation is more crucial. However, China intends to occupy and rule Taiwan. According to a news release on the Taiwanese president's website, President Tsai wrote the Pope on January 23 in response to his remarks on the 56th World Day of Peace on January 1. President Tsai emphasized bilateral dialogue to promote peace and stability in the region. The letter stated, "I emphasize that peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait are the foundation for the development of cross-strait ties in my 2022 National Day address. Armed war is definitely not an option," Tsai wrote in her letter, underscoring Taiwan's determination to settle the dispute with China amicably, which China won't take into account. Referring to her National Day talk in October 2022, Tsai also stated that Taiwan's desire for peace and respect for the nation are essential components in maintaining freedom in the area. The basis for restarting fruitful communication across the Taiwan Strait can only be established by honoring the commitment of the Taiwanese people to our sovereignty, democracy, and freedom, Tsai said. China has been exerting persistent pressure on Taiwan since it seized Taiwan as a part of its territory and disputes Taiwan's claims to sovereignty. China conducted military drills close to Taiwan's borders in August, escalating tension across the Taiwan Strait. President Tsai emphasized Taiwan's resolve to work with like-minded nations to support reconstruction efforts in Ukraine about Pope Francis' encyclical Fratelli Tutti. Taiwan provided more than $30 million in donations in March 2022 and supplied 650 tons of supplies to help the millions of Ukrainian refugees displaced by war. Taiwan has received praise from all around the world for its extraordinarily effective tactics against the COVID-19 epidemic. The nation has provided medical equipment and knowledge to assist other countries. The letter stated that Taiwan contributed by contributing masks and protective equipment, and supporting the poor and defenseless with material necessities. Tsai also brought up Taiwan's exclusion from the World Health Organization, WHO. China has used diplomatic pressure to block Taiwan's attempt to become a member or observer of the WHO. A request by 13 WHO countries to allow Taiwan to join as an observer was denied by WHO in May 2022. The decision prompted great regret and dissatisfaction, according to Taiwan's foreign ministry. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs declared in May 2022 that China's persistent use of politics to disregard the general interest of international health security and jeopardize the health and human rights of the Taiwanese people was unacceptable. Tsai also emphasized in her letter Taiwan's determination to combat climate change by aiming for net zero emissions by 2050. The letter stated, "We would work with the Holy See on many environmental projects, including boosting smart agriculture, solar energy systems, and electric automobiles." Taiwan and the Holy See's diplomatic ties reached their 80th anniversary in 2022. An art display named Friendly Taiwan Meets Fratelli Tutti featured traditional calligraphy with passages from the Bible and Pope Francis encyclicals in 2022 at the Taiwanese Embassy to the Holy See. The embassy also hosted a conference titled Beautiful Taiwan, the Field of God, to recognize the innumerable acts of kindness carried out by clergy members while serving in Taiwan. The only European nation having complete diplomatic ties to Taiwan is the Vatican. Only 14 countries have formal relations with the island nation, mainly due to Chinese pressure. Taiwan has 6 dioceses and 1 archbishop. 1% of Taiwan's population, almost 23 million, are Catholic, who are the opponents of a communist, atheist China.